In this instance, it will be every rider will start from the same position. Slightly different group and a rolling start. Actual 10 miles is 48.3 laps. Riders doing 1 and 2/3 laps to establish the technical group and a rolling start.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll very quickly start to introduce some of the riders to you this evening. They will line up along the fence, ladies and gentlemen. At the head of the pack, would you please welcome rider number 78 from England, John Williston. Rather silent Williston, sorry.
We're pretty warmed up for the sprint, Jimmy. Eh? We're pretty warmed up for the sprint. Yeah.
And starting the Hadfield. Rider number 32 is Aline Livingston. Livingston Aline from Barbados. Followed by rider number 49, Rodney Henderson of Canada. Followed by rider number 46, Tim Hadfield of Canada.
That's right. Yep.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would apologize. We can't see the numbers from this side. Riding for Wales. Riding from Wales, rider 192, William Wright. And next is rider number 14, I believe, Rodney McGee of Australia.
53.
Followed by Brian Walton, rider number 53 for Canada. Followed by rider number 16 from Australia, Stuart O'Grady. And followed by Brad Hinton from Australia, rider number 5.
No, it might do, yeah.
8. 1 to 8. All right, last time.
Okay, well, see what you think.
Next rider from Northern Ireland, rider number 128, John McClellan.
From the outside,
He's followed by rider number 98 from the Isle of Man, Andrew Roche. And the next rider is Paul Jennings, rider number 77 for England.
Keep yourself right on the end there when it starts. I'll be also on.
Our next rider for Wales, rider number 186, Stephen Colby.
I'll put one in over if there's a problem.
Next rider is number 64 from the Cayman Islands, Dennis Brooks.
31, I heard.
Okay.
Next rider
There's another list with 3-4 in the back.
from South Africa is Marlon Miney of South Africa, rider 162.
So start hang on to it. 31.
Our apologies. That is rider 122. We are working at arm's distance here, ladies and gentlemen. The next rider, please welcome from Northern Ireland, rider 122, Thomas Evans. Raise your hand, Thomas. The next rider is rider number 83 from England, Jeffrey Snowden. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to South Africa. Would you please welcome rider 163, Jean-Pierre Van Zyl, South Africa.
Play the spur bike.
And he is joined by his teammate, also South Africa, rider number 158, Robert Dale. Next rider is 185, his home Trinidad Tobago, Gene Samuel. Rider number 187 from Wales, Richard Hughes. Next rider, ladies and gentlemen, is from Scotland, rider 166, Graham Hurd. Joined by his countryman, rider 169 from Scotland, Anthony Sturratt. Next rider from New Zealand, rider 138, Ryan Call. Henderson, New Zealand. On the line, rider number 112 from Malaysia, Kumari-san Murugaya. South Africa, rider number 162, Marlon Mining, South Africa. Rider 195 from Zambia.
This will be on there.
Jesper Lubekov. Our final rider in the lineup tonight. Please welcome from Malaysia, rider 111, Mohammed Keaton. Ladies and gentlemen, a field of 31 for the 10-mile scratch race that will be getting underway momentarily. And ladies and gentlemen, we will have what is known as a neutral start.
You tell me when.
And we'll ride for approximately 2 2/3 laps.
Welcome to the Wanda Fuca Velodrome for the 10-mile rope. Welcome to the Wanda Fuca Velodrome where the 10-mile men's race is just underway. 50 laps of the Wanda Fuca Velodrome, but the first lap of season is the goal piece.
The riders are just starting to get in position, getting to the finish line.
Welcome to the Wanda Fuca Velodrome. The 10-mile race is just underway. 3 Canadians are in it. Paul Henderson, number 48, his younger brother Rodney Henderson, and Brian Walton is the middle prospect in this race. Australia also with 3 very strong entries: Brett Aiken, Rodney McGee, Stuart O'Grady, and the Aussies are dominant in this race in recent years.
And generally this race is usually set at a blistering pace. They do the 10 miles in around 20 minutes with a game's record set in 1986 and 19 minutes and 40 seconds. It's usually too quick for any riders to break away and lap the field, so that it's not out of the round. You might get a breakaway of 3 or 4 riders. You see a lot of strategy. They'll break away, and then they'll actually form a little alliance, even when they're riding in different countries. They'll form a little alliance and start working together. They'll take half-lap goals up front in order to gain the ground.
Right now it's Simon Yellowstone of England leading the initial breakaway. Rodney McGee of Australia trying to catch up, and now McGee has taken over. He's energized because younger brother Bradley McGee was a gold medal earlier in the men's pursuit.
It's always interesting when one of the riders is able to fire off the front. The countries that are represented, they're trying to get a man up there as quickly as possible.
So 5 have gone to the front in this race, drafting through each other, including Canadian Brian Walton right now, 17th pace. Of course, when you talk about this race, there are memories of Jocelyn Walton who won in 1970 and 78 that will enjoy his brilliance in the 10-mile race in Edmonton a little bit later on.
One thing not to be told by this race is the rider alone like that, that's not really too dangerous. When he gets together with 3 or 4, and then they start working as a unit.
About 5 laps to a mile in approximately 50.
And now we've got a bit of a break here. We've got a 4-man break with it looks like a New Zealander trying to get, oh, it's a South African trying to get up on the back and form a 5-man. We've got about a quarter of a track.
And included in that truck too, Brian Walton. Going just pacing now on top, and he'll allow the rest of that group to pull through. A 6-year pro races with the Saturn team in the United States. So the rest of the pack trying to catch back up to that lead group, including Canadian Brian Walton. We'll keep you posted on the 6. And Joshua Walton, with a tremendous stretch drive, wins the 10-mile event. One of his 3 gold medals for great numbers.
Just a classic 10-mile. Joshua had already won 2 gold medals in the competition. He was looking for a third, and he sat in the middle of the pack for the whole 10 mile. It set a blistering pace at Edmonton, and with 1 lap to go, he was boxed in line on the banking around turn 1 and 2, and he bumps some elbows, banged a few hits, got over the top down the back straight, and just led it rip and took it most of the last lap.
Now let's get to 1994, and the race is victorious as they string up about halfway through this 10-mile race. And Brian Walton back amongst the leaders. It's been kind of a cat and mouse game. We saw 3 Aussies go to the front early, and they cut back, and it seems like each country wants to take a turn at the top. Now Walton riding off.
Goes through a lot of strategy here, Chris. Numerous attacks every 2-3 laps. It's a big attack. Always an Australian up there. There's always been an Englishman up there. Brian Walton up there 3 or 4 times. All these fellas are hungry and looking for medals. With the way this pace is going, it's very high speed. I would imagine it's going to end up in a last lap sprint finish.
Now it's Richard Hughes of Wales going to the front along with Brett Aiken of Australia. We mentioned that the Aussies have dominated this event in recent years. Brian Walton currently in 3rd place, but the main pack likely to reel those 3 in once again. So Aiken setting the pace, a 23-year-old member of that Commonwealth pursuit team of Australia.
What I have noticed with the Australians, when there's been a little break, even though they did have a rider represented up there, they didn't like the chances, 2 or 3 of them bridged the gap and got up there and gave some help.
So they're about 6 miles into this 10-mile race, 120 laps to go. And it remains the Aussie Brett Aiken out in front.
When you see the riders bunched up, you know the pace is slow. When you see them string out all in a straight line, you know the speed got high again.
We had a late Canadian scratch. Paul Henderson, member of the pursuit team, is not in the race. Instead, his spot taken by Tim Hadfield of Acton, Ontario. And Aiken of Australia continues to set the pace.
And of course, one of the other strategies that the teams do set up is the Aiken on the front rock, Simon Littlestone's on the front rock. They'll be out there to set the pace and keep it quite high. Back in the pack, they'll have their sprinter sitting there, safe as energy, sitting on the wheels, much like the Joshua Walton in 1978.
Well, you can see Brian Walton continues to be right up there. Walton of Canada along with Paul Henderson. So now 17 laps to go, and Brian Walton remains amongst the leaders. We'll be back for the conclusion of the 10-mile race later. Sorry, Don. I told everybody that he was out of the race. We'll go back in. right now it's Walton in third place.
Really interesting package with 6 to go. A brave move by the three from New Zealand, but the break was a strong 6-man and it split. And Brian Walton is staying in the second group of 3.
Stuart O'Grady, Simon Yellowstone, and Walton. That group of 3 trying to chase down Glenn McLean on New Zealand.
They're close to lapping the field. McLean's working really hard. He's got his head down here, coming into the home straight. 4 to go for McLean, but he looks like he's hurting a little bit. He's got about a quarter of a lap left before he can touch the back of the main peloton.
Great opportunity for Miller from Delta BC's Brian Walton. And it would be Canada's most medal on the track. Right now, he's interviewing Glenn McLean while catching up to the main peloton. We have 3 laps to go as McLean continues to lead. That's a race in the second group. Yellowstone is in 4.
Brian Walton in superb position. I think McLean will be a little bit spent. He's made contact, but it took a lot of energy to catch the back of the field. But Walton stayed in the back of that second chase group to save a lot of energy.
Now they're really going to bunch up with the main pack riders, so it will take an ended rider to get through.
2 to go. Brian's on the bottom of the pack, and that's bad. He wants to get through the field and get to the front. He's going to be in a sprint race with the 3 riders. McLean from New Zealand.
And the Kiwi riders trying to help McLean. Number 143 is McLean.
Now we're going to see some more teamwork from the lap riders. They're going to try to help their main man.
In for a real finish into the bell lap. And now the Aussie makes his move. It's Stuart O'Grady trying to chase down McLean. Here's Stuart O'Grady powering his way around the turn. Can he catch McLean? O'Grady taking over, and he'll win the 10 miles. Stuart O'Grady, bronze medalist in the individual pursuit, is gold for Australia in '94.
And a new games record, 18:50:52. That's unofficial. It might be because of the lap riders, I'm not sure. But if that is a new games record, it will be taken out. A photo finish for the silver and the bronze between Brian Walton and Glenn McLean of New Zealand.
Well, we're still awaiting an official result on Brian Walton, the Canadian, who raced brilliantly over 10 miles. But Stuart O'Grady continues this Australian golden wave at the Wanda Fuca Velodrome.
There's Brian on the outside and the New Zealanders on the inside.
Well, I'll tell you what.
No, it's the guy down here.
Attention, Hugh Nathan. Attention, Hugh Nathan.
A horse race and a sprint for the finish.
Boy, O'Grady.
Hugh Nathan.
Hope you enjoyed it as
Please
much as
come
we
to
did,
the-
ladies and gentlemen.
Brian made one bad move.
Hugh
when he
Nathan,
left.
please come to the ticket booth.
Rider 16.
Over the top of him.
Stuart O'Grady takes the 10-mile scratch race. Just a brilliant ride.
Yeah, he rode a brilliant race.
And I picked O'Grady
Pace,
and just hoped
fast.
that was the guy.